But if you ask me, from all the experience that I have for the last few years of riding motorcycle and bit of maintenance here and there which I do myself, even I have tried several engine oils, several grades in my motorcycles, the motorcycles that I have been riding for this long. What I have found is, guys, I always had to come back to the stock one. That is the stock grade. It doesn't matter from where you, from which brand you buy it. But I always found one thing, that the stock grade engine oil is the best one for your motorcycle. There is no doubt about it. So yep, that's the clip from a different video which was shot way back, and wherein I had mentioned, you know, that whenever I shift to any other engine oil, I eventually get back to the stock engine oil. So yep, you can see that I am kind of biased towards the stock engine oil from Honda. It had happened with me with my previous motorcycle, the CBR 250R. In that motorcycle also I had used the throttle, and later on I had shifted to Motul 300V and again shifted back to throttle. So yep, you could say that to some extent I am a little bit biased towards the stock oil. I just wanted to test the Motul 300V out in this motorcycle, the CB350. Well, let me now just take a breath and start talking about the whole experience, what went wrong. One fine day I just thought that since the bike has already crossed the 10,000 kilometers mark, so I just wanted to test a different kind of engine oil in this motorcycle. By the way, before I proceed, a very good afternoon to each and every one of you. I am Dipan and welcome back to my channel. It's a beautiful Sunday morning over here in Kolkata. I am returning from a short ride to a friend's place, and I'm on my way back home. So yep, now let's continue. Well, yes, one fine morning I just thought, why not shift to a different brand of engine oil and just check out the differences in performance and everything. And the one company and the one brand and the one engine oil which was always there in my mind, which I had also previously used in my motorcycle, that is the Motul 300V, and I shifted to that engine oil. As you guys must be knowing, I had given the update to you all as well, and it was doing all fine. I replaced the engine oil by myself. I had also replaced the oil filter and every other aspect, while replacing the oil of the motorcycle has been done successfully, properly. And I started riding the motorcycle, and yes, I had felt a lot of difference in the performance with the Motul 300V. I won't deny that. Definitely there was a considerable difference in the performance, such as the bike became more smooth, it became more fluid. As I had mentioned several times in my previous videos, the engine behaved in a more flexible manner. You could ride in the taller gears and comparatively lower speed. So that was there, which was a very good thing, a very helpful thing, especially for a motorcycle like this, where the gearing is taller and it's a long stroke motorcycle. So it was a very helpful thing. But the only one thing which started bother me was the heat from the engine. I don't know, maybe it was due to the viscosity, or maybe due to the different kind of engine oil. Like the Motul 300V is an Easter core engine oil. I'm very sorry guys, I have not studied that much regarding the Easter core formula and all such stuffs, but I'm pretty sure you would get that over the internet if you search a little bit. But whatever it is, it's a different kind of engine oil, the Motul 300V. It's a complete Easter core engine oil, so perhaps that did not sync well with the motorcycle, with this motorcycle. That's why the added heat generation was there from this motorcycle. So I got to know that in the beginning itself, like after completing around 100 or 150 kilometers with that particular Motul 300V in this motorcycle, I got to know that the bike was generating a little bit more heat. But as I had mentioned, that happens when you switch brand of engine oil or switch grade of engine oil, and it with time it settles down and everything becomes just normal. But that was not the case, since after riding for more than 500 kilometers, I had clocked around 650 or 670 kilometers with the Motul 300V engine oil in this motorcycle, and I did not find any change in the heat generation. Like the heat was the same, rather it was increasing with time. I mean, it was, at some point I had even felt that it was unbearable, although it was not under the parameter of overheating. It did not overheat. No steams or nothing of that sort came out from the engine. Nothing of that sort happened, and there was no fall in the performance of the motorcycle as well. The performance of the motorcycle was good, was fine, but the heat was something which started bothering me a lot. I was so worried about it. Yes, you could tell me that I could have shifted to a different engine oil. I mean, when I planned to bunk the Motul 300V, take it out of the motorcycle and switch back to stock, I could have gone and shifted to some other brand, maybe Mobil One, maybe Shell, maybe Amsoil. A particular subscriber had requested me if I could try out the Amsoil, but I'm very sorry to say, guys, I am seriously a little bit worried about the whole engine oil story which gone through. I mean, shifting to Motul and then experiencing this greater heat, I mean more heat from the engine. So that all had made me a little bit worried regarding the health of the engine. As you guys must be knowing that I do not have my motorcycle service from the service center, so my engine is not under warranty. So if anything goes wrong, I have to pay for whatever damages which might have been caused. So that's because of that I just don't want to take any risk. So at the moment I just came back to stock engine oil, which is the Throttle, and I'm riding it for the last around 100 kilometers now. So yep, I ride a lot, and I've already clocked around 96.4 kilometers in the stock engine oil, back to the stock engine oil. So that's about the Motul 300V, guys. I had used it, and that was my verdict regarding it. A lot of people say this thing that you should never change the grade of the engine oil as advised to you in the manual by the manufacturer for your particular motorcycle. Now I do not strictly agree to it, since my personal experience says something else. You could definitely go ahead and switch a single notch. I mean, since this was 10W30, I switched to 10W40 with regards to the Motul 300V. So that should not be a problem, as I did not face any heating issues in my CBR 250R. So there is again a story over there. Since the CBR 250R is a liquid cooled engine, so whenever the engine tends to generate more heat, the fan ticks on from the radiator, so the heat gets managed very much in a better way in a liquid cooled engine. Now see, guys, this is an air cooled engine. So air cooled engines generally cool down when you ride the motorcycle, right? So when we stop in a signal, I mean like I'm stopping now in a signal, the engine is not getting any air from the front. So yep, as I was saying, in case of a air cooled engine, it generally cools down while you ride the motorcycle. An air cooled engine generally gets a tad bit more hot than the liquid cooled engines. So it's quite obvious that it's going to get a lot of heat, especially when ridden in hot climatic conditions. But I was very much surprised that it's not that hot. I mean, climatically it's not that hot at the moment. Still, the engine used to generate such a lot of heat. So I don't know what exactly went wrong, but to be on the safer side, I had to switch back to the stock engine oil, guys. I'm very sorry I will not be able to provide you all with an extensive, higher kilometer review of the Motul 300V used in this motorcycle. I'm very sorry about it, because to me, priority is this, health of this motorcycle, the engine. I seriously love it. I seriously love how it performs, and I'm pretty sure that you also love your motorcycle. So this is one chance which I am not ready to take. I mean, now that I have shifted to the stock engine oil, so I do not need to worry about that anymore, right? But apart from that, I could tell you this, guys, if you're planning to switch to any other engine oil from the stock engine oil, just think about one thing. What is the reason that you want to shift to a different oil? I mean, there should be a good reason, right? Now, in case of me, I would like to say why I shifted to Motul. Because you see, firstly, the availability of the stock Throttle engine oil is not that great. I mean, you don't get that outside Honda service center, right? And secondly, yes, I would definitely agree to this, that I wanted to test out the Motul 300V, how it performed with this motorcycle. That is something which was there in my mind. I wanted to check that out, so that's why I did. And as a friend, as a brother, if you ask me whether or not you should go with the Motul 300V, well, the straight cut answer from me is no, you should not. In my first few kilometers review, I had said that you could definitely switch to this engine oil, the Motul 300V. I had said that. But after using it for 600 kilometers and facing the heating issues and all such stuff, I cannot recommend this oil to you for this motorcycle, at least, guys. If you use the liquid cooled engine motorcycle, you could definitely use the 300V in that. But in a motorcycle which is air cooled, I won't advise it, since I myself face this issue of extra heat generation from the engine, which is definitely not a good thing, right? Now, if you ask me, after shifting back to the stock engine oil, am I missing anything out in the performance front? Well, to be honest, as I had previously mentioned while using the Motul 300V, that the kind of riding that I generally do in this motorcycle, that is relaxed and cool and calm type of riding, which is basically the style of this motorcycle. This motorcycle has been built for such performance, cruising capabilities. So for those kind of riding styles, there is not much difference, guys. To be honest, there is not much difference. Yes, there would definitely be a difference which could be marked. That is the durability of the engine oil. In case of Motul 300V, you could ride the motorcycle kilometers after kilometers after kilometers. There would not be any change in the performance, although I did not test it, but that is basically the basic nature of that engine oil. It's made like that, it's formulated like that. But that won't be the case with this engine oil. I need to give the engine breaks in between my journey, if at all I plan a long journey. So that will be required in case of this engine oil. And at the same time, the drain intervals will be shorter in this one. In case of Motul 300V, I believe you could ride around 6,000 kilometers with that engine oil. The company claims around 8 to 10,000 kilometers. I won't suggest more than 6,000 kilometers. But in this, with this stock engine oil, you should not run it for more than 4,000 kilometers. That's the maximum that this oil could do. So those are the basic differences which definitely I would face, which definitely I would have to go for. Other than that, as I said, for a relaxed cruising style of riding, there isn't much difference, no significant difference between the Motul and the stock engine oil in this motorcycle. So that ends my chapter of the Motul 300V and the CB350, guys. If you have any questions regarding this, you could definitely write down in the comment section. I would most definitely answer to each one of them, as I always do. and the first week of December I would be doing a complete servicing of this motorcycle. I would be changing the grips, I would be changing the cables, I would be changing the air filter and all such stuffs. It's due. Today I went for a short ride, also went to a friend's place, and I found that the drive chain of the motorcycle became a little bit loose, so I need to tighten that up as well. I need to clean the chain, lube the chain, jelly maintenance stuffs all are pending, so those all will be done. It's a lovely day over here, guys. Lovely day, all bright and sunny, winter vibes all over. When I first felt that I no longer will be able to use the Motul 300V in this motorcycle due to the extra heat generation, I thought to myself that how to put it up in front of y'all, since I had already praised the engine oil so much for this motorcycle and all such stuffs. But later on I found out that, see, I'm no genius. I am not a genius, right? Expert or all those things. I'm just another motorcycle rider just like y'all, and I keep on testing things out in my motorcycle, keep on doing something or the other for the motorcycle, and also maintenance stuffs which I had learned in the course of all these years in my life. And this is kind of a hobby for me, so neither do I have any degree in automobile section, so I'm still learning. My initial impressions were very, very good regarding this engine oil. So later on, when I found that my feelings changed a little bit regarding this oil, took the decision of replacing the oil to the stock one. So I should definitely inform y'all, share it with y'all, share my experience with y'all, so that y'all do not get misled, at least from my side. I am sharing my experience, guys. I don't know about others. You might feel differently with the Motul 300V in your CB350, but this is purely my experience which I wanted to share with y'all, okay? So when I felt the engine oil to be excellent, I had told y'all, and later on when I found the heating issue, I had informed that to y'all as well. So, and I also told y'all that I shifted back to the stock engine oil because I don't want to take any chances with this engine. This is such a gem of an engine. I do not want to spoil it just for my experimental needs. Very soon there would be a highway ride, guys. I would be hitting the highways very soon, and mostly the footage and the vlogs will be on my other channel. So if y'all are interested, you could definitely subscribe to that channel as well, and stay tuned, right? So that's it, guys. That's it for this video. I just wanted to share this information with y'all, which I just did, and I hope I was able to conclude it well, the whole chapter of Motul 300V. But still, if you have any other queries, any other questions regarding this engine oil, do let me know in the comment section. I would definitely answer to them. Please take good care of yourself, guys. It's a Sunday. Enjoy yourself to the fullest and prepare yourself for a rocking week ahead. Work extremely hard, right? Take care of yourself, guys. Keep loving, keep supporting. Ciao.